Assalamu alaikum. Who is the prophet that built the mosque of Jerusalem? Who was the prophet that is called Israel? Who is the prophet that Allah blessed his land for many generations to come? This is the story of Prophet Yaqub. Ishaq gave birth to twins, Yaqub and Esau. Yaqub was his father's favorite. As they got older, Esau got more jealous because of the favoritism. His father blessed his son Yaqub to be the better brother and the leader of his people. Esau heard this and wanted to kill his brother. So Yaqub left his country and started his journey to Haran. Yaqub was walking for many days and nights. As an effect, he started to get tired. So he slept on a rock. As he was sleeping, he had a breathtaking dream. Yaqub's dream was that there were angels coming up and down a staircase. And Allah blessed his land for many generations to come. When he woke up, he was very delighted. And he poured oil on the rock he slept on so he could remember the place. Today, this place is known as Jerusalem. Yaqub promised to when he comes back to Jerusalem, he will build a mosque for Allah. After many days of traveling, at last he reached Haran. At Haran, he met his uncle Laban, and he fell in love with his uncle's daughter Rachel. After working for Laban for a couple months, he asked Laban if he could marry Rachel. Laban said, "Work for me for 7 years and I will let you marry my daughter." And the prophet agreed. Finally, when the 7 years had passed, Laban was setting up Yaqub's wedding. Laban tricked him and got his other daughter, Leah, to marry him. Leah was not as beautiful. Yaqub declared to his uncle, "You tricked me." Laban mentioned it is not our tradition to marry the younger daughter. Nonetheless, if you work for another 7 years, you will marry Rachel. Another 7 years passed and Yaqub got married to Rachel. And now he has 2 wives, Leah and Rachel. His wife Leah gave birth to 9 sons and a daughter. But his wife Rachel did not have any kids. So Rachel prayed to Allah for a kid and Allah answered her prayer. She gave birth to a son named Yusuf alayhi salam, which became a prophet afterward. Yaqub kept working for Laban, but one day Yaqub asked Laban if he could visit his family. Laban uttered, "I will give you anything you need." So Yaqub wanted every sheep that is born this year that is black or spotted. And Laban agreed, but in Laban's heart, he did not want to give away his sheep. Laban asked his sons to take away all the black and spotted sheep. When Yaqub saw this, he knew he was tricked, but a miracle happened. The sheep bred and there were so many black and spotted sheep. When Laban saw this, he was furious. Allah told Yaqub to return to his land. And so he left Haran with his wives, kids, and sheep. Next morning, Laban noticed that Yaqub took the sheep and left. Laban took his sons and followed Yaqub, and for many long days and nights, but at last they caught up to him. Laban asked, "Why did you leave without me knowing?" Yaqub said, "It was Allah who decided." They made a deal that day to never enter each other's land. They bade farewell and they went their separate ways. When the sun started coming up, an angel appeared in the shape of a man. The angel started to fight with Yaqub until the angel broke Yaqub's thigh. the angel said, "From this day you will be called Israel." And the angel vanished in thin air. Yaqub noticed it was an angel. When Yaqub reached the land of Seir, he sent a messenger to his brother Esau. The messenger returned and told Yaqub that Esau will be coming with an army of 400 men. And Yaqub got very scared. So Yaqub prayed to Allah for his help and sent out many animals for Esau as a gift. Esau got happy and met his brother. Yaqub bowed down in a sign of respect. Esau even cried when he saw his brother. In Muslim brotherhood, it is not the right way to fight. If Esau fought with Yaqub, we wouldn't even know if they would have seen their father before he died. Because of Yaqub's kind deed, Esau and Yaqub saved a very valuable relationship. The importance of kindness is mentioned in hundreds of times in the Quran. Esau did not want to take the animals, but Ishaq insisted. They started traveling back to their country, led by Esau. Their way back, Yaqub passed by Jerusalem, and it was here Yaqub poured oil on the rock. Yaqub stuck to his promise and built a mosque for Allah. When they got home, Yaqub met his dad Ishaq, and Ishaq died at the age of 180. Yaqub and his kids traveled to Egypt, and Yaqub died at the age of 147. What we learned from this story is that patience, loyalty, nobility, and compassion are one of the best traits to become a loyal mu'min. These were the traits that every prophet had, including Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Jazakumullahu khairan. Thank you.